Hi guys, Mr. Jaeger here, and welcome back to the front. In the last episode, we conquered Africa, or at least a little bit of Africa, Tunis to be exact. Which I wish I could rename the settlements. That would be so cool, because I would rename this Carthage in honor of the Phoenicians, who, well, to be fair, they did kind of cause problems for Rome. So, you know, they were the worthy adversaries of Rome. But anyway, so Tunis is under our control, and as per usual with this particular mod, we have to deal with a fuck ton of upset peoples. However, it's looking like, with the magistrate being constructed, things could possibly be on the up, resulting in us being able to actually secure the region and start the Christendom conversion. Hopefully. I'm hopeful. Also, we've got reinforcements, well, being prepared at some point in the near future, but obviously kind of on a low budget. So, depending on what we do, we're going to be very limited in our expansionism. But if we can secure this region and also keep winning the battles, we should, in theory, be able to secure and hold Africa. Getting the control of Africa is going to give us a good economic and financial boost for our inevitable push down south. And it's looking pretty good if we're looking at politics, because a lot of political stuff has been going on in the regions of India. For example, the Mahara Confederacy, wherever I can find it, is kind of diplomatically isolated now, which is kind of nice. Also, Mysore is diplomatically isolated as well, alongside Arcot as well. So theoretically speaking, we could go for these regions and nobody would give a fuck, which is rather nice. This does also give us the ability to take over some pretty nice, financially secure locations. For example, Arcot would probably be the best place to invade at this point, considering that they have not only do they have gems, a deep gem shaft, but also a cotton weavers, a farm, a school, which I can destroy and turn into metalworking, a whole host of different sort of things, which is going to be pretty nice. And then we can immediately hop over to Mysore, which have both gold and gems. This is the reason why India is a target. Anyway, so, without further ado, let us end this turn and pray to the God Emperor of mankind. The rebels don't break things more. Like, I've literally just constructed the church, and the fuckers tore it down. Kind of a good plan. Looking at it from a historical perspective, it would totally make sense. A culturally superior force. When I say superior, I probably should say, well, a cultural majority going in for this. Right, whereabouts are you? Oh, in the same region. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. But at least they don't, at least it's fixed now. Right, and that's also being done, which is nice. I'm probably going to go with this repression building. Right, and another rebellion? No. What is that? Oh, camel troops. Okay. Right, more importantly, Christendom is coming up in spades. Wonderful. And our spying is done well. The Khanate of Khiva has been destroyed. Roger that. And Tunis now can recruit troops. Only cavalry, though. We do have the ability to recruit line infantry? I think? Or Prussian Jaegers, depending on things. The Dahomey Amazons. Sure. Not entirely sure how that works, but we'll roll with it. I mean, more importantly, we can hire a cannon. Right, but anyway, it is our job once again to go kill these people. We've got Al-Wahat and African infantry, all melee. Okay, have an all melee force today. Well, we best go ensure our guests are receiving a warm welcome. Time to send a Prussian bayonet up his arse. Right, so the enemy once again has 2,800 troops. All of them are melee infantry, which should make things interesting. At least this is kind of feeding my troops as well, which, cruel as it may sound, it is quite a good thing to have. Because obviously dealing with all of these bloody tribes and everything will result in my troops having a rather veteranized army. So, you know, swings and roundabouts in that regard. When we start encountering actual nations like, say, the Ottoman Empire, Morocco, because they will have naturally an army. Not to mention if the Barbary states are building up their troops, which I'm fairly convinced they are. Right. Let's set ourselves up accordingly. This one's quite a wide open battlefield. I don't really want to give the enemy any opportunity to take advantage, because they've got a pretty solid defensive position. If, I kind of wish I had the hill, because can you imagine having to hold this? Like, this would be beautiful if I was on this half of the battlefield. The enemy would have to charge uphill towards me, which, obviously, would be nice, but sadly is not going to be the case. Instead, we will have to manage with just us shooting them to shit. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll pop the infantry. Actually, we probably want to give these fuckers a wide berth. Actually, no, they're probably going to be more like... Here we go. Remaining regiments will form up defensively along here. Bit of a fucky-wucky battlefield, I'll be honest with you. But cavalry will take up a defensive position on center, similar as before. Right, the enemy is on the other side of the hill. Now they have to come down to us, so that wonderful hill advantage they've got is going to go absolutely down the drain. What a shame. I mean, I ain't going up there, and I'm going to kite the fuckers down if I have to. Primarily just because it's like, it's the right thing to do. Huh. Intriguing texture design there. The mountain was never there until you look at it closely. And then the grass comes over to try and cover up the mountain. Are you in range? You're just out of range. But you won't be able to be out of range. Yeah, there you go. There's their commander over here. We're probably going to end up doing the thing as before, where we basically, I fight for a time being, we kill a few of these guys, the enemy withdraws, I go chasing after him, that sort of shindig. Cannon's not doing a very... Oh, there we go. Good kill. I was about to say, my cannons aren't doing a very good job, but to give credit to them, they are having to attack a moving target going downhill at a reasonable speed. And the only guidance they've got is, like, guessing, effectively. So, you could be critical of the cannons. The only thing I would say that I would probably adjust in the terms of the cannon is probably the fact that they are aiming to the left of the unit. I probably would not be so inclined to aim onto the left. We will need to adjust the army unit's composition a slight tad. It's really kind of fucky battlefield. Unless I do an absolute, like, ridiculous line change, but we'll see. Right, cannon. I'll have you boys focus up on the Halwahat infantry. As these guys... I've not seen these guys before, and they do look a little bit more professional than African infantry. They may be nothing in comparison, but, you know, I'd rather just assume that they are because they have a dedicated armor. They don't look like ordinary mob. And my infantry will be able to take care of those fuckers in like 5 seconds, so... Make ready and have fun. Yeah, the one advantage these guys do have with their regiments is because they are just solely attempting to push up towards us, they can sustain their level of casualties. Thank the Emperor they don't have the morale, though. Like, if we were facing off against an elite unit, this would be a problem. Without a shadow of a doubt. Right, they're gone. Cannon is... well, the army is gone. Canister shot, make ready. This could be a problem. Right, they're broken. Come on. Alright, for some reason that regiment decided not to shoot. Right, adjust. Redeploy. In fact, cannon. Stop shooting. And start relocating. You boys, have fun. You just keep killing. My infantry get into position, make ready to fire. These infantry could be a bit of a problem. These guys are quite active and tired, but they're not going to do anything. And they're going to start taking fire. So these guys, as they turn around, will start engaging. This front situation might not be so good, but I might commit some dudes on this front here. Form defensive lines. Just Could be a problem. Because they have to now reload, which is a problem. Reloading. Oh, they broke. They might come back, but just double check. How are we diddling? 78 dudes, not bad, not bad. Are they wanting to withdraw? They might have broken through. They might break, which... I mean, this battle definitely isn't going as well as I would hope. Come on, come back from routing. Fight for your god, or whatever you believe in. Fight for your people, or whatever you believe in. You're not gonna fight? No? No. Fight for the... No. No. It's pointless. Right, well, they're cowards. But I suppose one less thing to worry about. So the question is, are the enemy now running for the hills? Because... Really? I mean, these guys are just getting fucking kills and some. Are they just withdrawing out the battle entirely? I've never seen this before. I've never known the AI to do this. No, they're coming back. They've got to be coming back. Okay, so the enemy are trying to withdraw to a safer position, but it's like, that's not gonna help you. Like, at all. Because I can just move up this hill to the left and kill your advantage. But I'm also like, what are they gonna do? I'm giving the enemy the benefit of initiative here, but I'm just curious. Okay, so the enemy is electing to withdraw to a higher plateau and forcing me to march. Okay. He has just sped up his death, but nothing really we can do or say to stop them from doing that, except, well, march up to the left. And you lads will form up there. Cavalry will form up defensively along here. The cannon will form up defensively along here, but I don't think we're going to be doing a lot with them. Unfortunately, this does mean we're going to end up having to take our time waiting for the fucking cannon to do their job, or waiting for the enemy to do their thing. So, unfortunately, the enemy... Well, I don't think we're going to lose this battle. Well, we're not going to lose this battle, but, you know, the situation is the enemy have decided to withdraw to a higher plateau, which, kudos to them. I've not seen the enemy do this, which is a first. But, unfortunately, there's not a lot they can do. They've got 3 regiments left. I think it's because of the fact that their general unit is still alive that they're actually willing to do something. Whereas I would personally think them gonna go for this would be a bit of a fool's errand. I mean, what we could do is have the cannon deploy up here. I deploy troops to the left. We start pushing in the right flank, which is kind of protected by the mountains. We had deploy infantry to this wall, which could be used as cover, though to be fair, I think what I might do is just use it as a trench line defense. And yeah, like, we just destroy them. I mean, my infantry are going to be tired, but because I'm on walk, they don't get tired. Wah, wah. Right, keep marching normal. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 4, 5. You boys will take up a defensive position along here. The remaining 4 regiments will take up a defensive position along this plateau. And depending on the reaction of the enemy, we will see whether or not they're actually going to do anything. My bet is no. Like, I don't think the enemy... Hello. I don't think the enemy is likely to... If they do... I mean, if they do a balls-to-the-wall charge, this is definitely going to put me at a disadvantage, but... I'll let the enemy do his thing, so if the enemy lets me do my thing, then we should be able to destroy each other. And there was 4 regiments, not 3. He had a sneaky regiment. What a sneaky bugger. And the cannon unit, which is kind of glitched out. Like, all the spare dudes who man the guns, or at least the guys who will man the guns if you have to replace them, are just chilling there with all the corpses in the background. Whereas up here... Right, my dudes are chilling. We'll get the cannon all set up. So it's like, yeah, you moved. Well done to you. You had the foresight to redeploy. But you then decided, out of your out of all the wisdom in the world, to then allow me to redeploy my troops. Not your finest hour, I will be told. Was that a slide? Oh, don't tell me the enemy are going to start. I might intercept them with this unit. Right, the enemy unit regiment is broken. Good. I'll put the cavalry to the left here. Double time it. You guys in range? Just about no. If we had rifles, probably. The enemy is throwing a large advantage. Enjoy freedom of... the kid's like, uh-oh. Nice. Good shooting. Are those dudes coming back up? Yeah, they're coming back up. They're like, oh, fuck, we probably should have followed those guys, shouldn't we? Right, cavalry I'm going to send to dispatch on the left. I'm going to try and see if I can pursue any of these tossers who decide that the intelligent thing... Nice, good shooting. Very nice shooting. I'm going to hold off the whole... Woo! Being a bit risky with my infy. I had a feeling. Oh, are you doing something? Nice. Get the infantry all set up. Them gone. And them be gone too. Yeah, do be careful when shooting. It must be... I think I'm leaning on a wire or something like that that connects my headset up. My headset actually has gone through a fair amount, so I can't really fault it too much. Feuer Einstein. Oh, that's close. It's a 55 regiment there. You gonna... Well, we might as well take advantage of shooting at the enemy. I think the enemy just realized that as well. Oh, yeah, no. Right. Cannon, you may redeploy. You may redeploy to another location. I think those two boys realize just how futile it is to resist infantry or cavalry. Right, you boys. Withdraw back up the hill. Artillery can move back as well. We have a good defensive position here, which we can take advantage of. Right, they're wavering. Yeah, they're gone. Their regiment was like up to 400, and then immediately they all fell to death. We might have to follow the same rules as the other dudes. Again, if anyone knows how to remove that glitch or bug or whatever you want to call it, which increases the audio of battles in this game whenever a new musical track plays, I would love it, because otherwise I'm just going to put no music in the battles, which I appreciate does probably sound a bit sad. But the main reason for the why I'm reluctant to do stuff like that is because whenever I hear, like, fuck it. The problem I have when doing the music is that, of course, music will get copyrighted, even though the music we're playing is over a few hundred years old, depending on the case. But that won't stop YouTube from having someone trying to copyright strike it, or claim it. So it's like, I'm either forced to just use no music in the battles, because obviously YouTube, or going in another direction. So, rock in a hard place. Oh, come on, make your fucking mind up, mate. Like, I'm not attacking you, but you might as well attack me. You're just wasting my time, aren't you? He's not going to move, is he? Right, cannon, do your thing. Not an easy shot, I'll grant you, but doable. Right, move to the side. Like, if I get too close, he's going to obviously turn around and start charging me. Can I get close enough, though, that I can just shoot him? Oh, damn it. Right, cannon, do your thing. He's using the goddamn hill as cover. I can't I can't lie. Well played. Well fucking played. Can't last forever, mate, but well played. Very nice shooting. Withdraw. Try the last battle. And he's dead. Alright, that took a little bit longer than I intended, but the casualty figures will hopefully reflect just how much we didn't lose infantry. Come on. A little bit further. Yeah, swamp them in. Good. Enemy commander killed. And almost no hope for his army. If we're lucky, the entire opposing force will be destroyed, though I think there were a few regiments that did get away with over half their strength. So, unlikely as it is, we can at least... yeah, there's the chance that the depleted numbers of the troops will result in them having no hope, but is unlikely, to say the least. Still, I'm happy to report the enemy casualty figures are high enough to be satisfactory, and the casualty figures on my side were mostly due to friendly fire, of course. Yes! Get in! Well... might as well make our way. The rebellion is defeated, and the people should hopefully become... Oh, okay. Of course. Well, we can keep the peace for the time being. Yeah, the religious conversion, religious unrest, that's going to go. As long as we keep this up, the religious unrest will go, and I can focus on getting the chapter school set up. Next turn, we'll focus on the chapter school. That increases the population, also increases the happiness. So... at least one more term to the conservatorium, which will provide happiness as well. So there is benefits, it's just not as many as I would hoped. The naval forces have arrived back in Prussia, which is important. We will need to... Right, so that's 2 rebellions so far. And that was the simple, basic bitch ones. Not doing anything. The pirates want a peace treaty, which I find hilarious. Right. Let's get this region converted. Clamour for reform, that's fine. One more turn till that happens. That's fine. The clamour for reform, the ridiculous amount of money that we're wasting on this. There we go, 23. All of this should be good. Meanwhile... oh yes. Come to the far side port. Do I need this cannon? I mean, 42, so... keep the things going. I'm wondering where the fucking spawns of the missionaries will be. I mean, we do have the ability to spawn militia, so it's not quite so bad. But obviously it's not quite perfect either. And the governor's residence will improve the repression as well. But again, it's one of those things we just have to keep building, we have to keep doing. But we are slowly getting money out of it, so it's not like we're completely screwed. Trading port also... Can we do more trade? No. My home port are at full capacity. My home region are at full capacity, and I need to get the commercial port, which requires the division of labor, which then requires that. At least with these guys, once they finish physiocracy, which will give us the classic stuff for that. Then, of course, we get the division of labor, which gives us an additional wealth as well. So, once we get the economy side of things sorted, our military spending or interests will get focused on a bit. Great. Fantastic. Scientific research has been completed. And, of course, the fucking school is... well, I'd rather it be targeted than a religious building. Just because then it's the region in the... In Africa, at least. If that's the building that gets targeted, first of all, that's fine. That's what I'd rather go with, because that doesn't do anything except stuff. It's your own bloody school. Portugal, Mughal Empire, letter of demands Tunis. Yes, I'm well aware. .9. Are you serious? The fuck? Alright. Right, 1629, 4 turns to recruit. I'm going to recruit a couple troops. We can start the process of getting our troops set out there. So 1, 2... And we will send out a militia unit. Because it makes sense.
Was wünscht ihr? Geheimhaltung. Versteht sich von selbst.
And then... I mean... No, we need to keep a guard going. Have something defending the base. And then, hopefully, once we get this other army sent out... What? There we go. So that'll take 2 turns to recruit. And those 3 regiments will be able to do something at least. The militia will probably just be a bit of a backup infantry. And at least then we can start moving troops into grabbing Algiers. We grab Algiers, we gain another region with importance, and also start the process of conversion. If I can get a priest out of here, that'll be also pretty nice. Yeah, so... At the moment, it's just kind of dealing with the public order problem, which is a nuisance to say the least, because it makes me wonder how long it's going to take to be able to convert. I mean, bearing in mind, let's think about, like, for example, oh, if we had a shit ton of money and we could conquer the world and blah, 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 blah. We're going to need to build so many goddamn armies just to keep the peace in the settlements that we've taken. It's like, it's going to take a fucking age to take these. I think I can see why it takes so long if you want to go for the world domination thing. And it's like, really boring. it sounds really boring to just have to sit here waiting on things. I mean, for example, we've got a rebellion that's just once again formed up. And this time they've got musketeers. This is the third rebellion. And sure, the population is finally starting to lose its thingy, but I'm thinking the amount of people who are forming up and going to do this, we're going to probably be in excess of that population. Like, there's only... Oh, there's 2.7 million, so... a few thousand here and there. Alright. Time to fight these guys. I might not record this, depending on how things go. We'll see. Right, so Tonga Cows. Oh, missile infantry. Oh, missile cavalry. Oh shit, they've got cavalry this time. Right, so the battle does not look favorable to them, but we have this. It's magnificent, but it's not war. Fair. I can't blame them. Jesus. To have an explosion that big. Like, you can remember it and read it. Because a lot of these particular things are representations of, like, what happened. So if there was an explosion that powerful, or that big, Jesus. And we're turning the music off, because I cannot be fussed. Right. So, battle focus. We're going to pop cannon in a slightly risky location, depending on how things go. But, 1, 2, 3, 4. Infantry will move to the left side and defend here. And the remaining infantry on the right-hand flank will form up along here. Cavalry shall set up defensive positions here. And away we go. I'm going to put you boys in a slightly defensive position on the left. You boys... does leave a bit of a gap in our lines here. Actually, if we deploy them... gives us some cover as well. Right, so the enemy's commander is an actual cavalry group. Yep, camel troops as well. If I'm not mistaken, the camel troops are in fact quite dangerous creatures. At least in the sense that they can take a bit more punishment than a horse unit can. Right. See what we can do. Looks like the enemy are taking a defensive posture in this one, which I don't really blame them for. Oh, fuck me. That made me jump as well. Sorry, I just saw the... and I was like, Jesus Christ. Exactly. Couldn't have said it better myself, computer. Yes, good shit, lads. Good fucking shot. Very nice shooting. Now, this is missile cavalry, so I have no idea what's going to happen here. I'm going to form up a defensive line, or... Really? You're an easy target for my cannon, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm happy for you to do this. do not need to worry. If you just want to do that all the battle, I am more than happy to fulfill your desire for death. God damn. Beautiful. We shouldn't have stood in front of them. Why did we do that? I don't know why they did that. I have no idea. No, I don't know. Well, that's their commanding officer gone. Oh, that. Bye-bye, camel. Nice. Very nice. Unfortunately, it looks like the enemy are either going to spend some time reforming, or they're going to... I'm going to have to try and find out what's causing that, because it must be a connection inside my helmet, my thing, or whatever. Hopefully. But yeah. Have they come back? No. But the army is coming out, which is kind of relieving. Good shot. Yeah. That's terrifying. Genuinely ducked there. Alright. We probably should try and deploy a little bit in a better spot. Why can't I set up? Double time it. Right, you boys. Move up and provide support. Alright, here they come. But we're in a better position to react to them now. Algerian infantry. Are these guys melee? They are. Yeah, this is where the cavalry comes through. Feuer einstehen. Keep shooting, keep shooting. They might break and run, but we don't know. Cavalry's going to take some punching, that's for sure. But both factions will be there. Infantry is... yeah, the infantry is routing. Right. Good news is reinforcement. Well, the good news... you want to stop shooting so close to your goddamn troops? The good news is the enemy forces are about to withdraw and the battle is about to be ours anyway. And the battle is now effectively ours. Bad news is a lot of troops are probably going to get away alive. Not so good. This is where having the violence of... Unlimber. Oh, they're coming back. I mean, they may come back, they may not come back, but we'll see. Right, 82. Would help if you attacked the regiment. That's one thing I like about Rome and Shogun 2's killing systems is that when you told your cavalry to kill someone, oh, they got fucking killed. Right. How far till the bait? Yeah. Try and see if we can get something of a kills. Yeah, and they ran. Like, there's 306 dudes there, so a cavalry regiment or two spare wouldn't go amiss. But again, we need the requisition capacity. We can recruit them though, at least in the local region, which is something. I won't lie, it's something. I can't say it's much, but it's something. So, chase these guys down, deal with whatever's left. At least we have a severely depleted regiment going after them. Well, they'll be severely depleted the next time we go against them, so... Kills two birds, one stone. It's just a shame... Ah, balls. It's just a shame we couldn't quite get all of them. Guys? And the day's done. And there you go. We lost 5 dudes. The enemy lost half their units. And 1 was due to friendly fire. So, not great. I think I might just auto-resolve this one because the, yeah. 337. Okay. So, region has been secured, and I need to be careful where I move my fucking shit, because it's... Something is clearly not connected properly now. I'll have to check out what's going on with that. Apologies for all the noises. Probably the connector over here. Anyway. Regardless of issues with my connection to my computers, we are successful in the destruction. Swear to the fucking Christ, shut up! Fuck off! You're driving me mad. Right. Oh, good. He's got a good grasp of tactics. I'm glad after the amount of battles we've already fought. And better still, he's finally getting used to infantry units, which, again, I'm happy about. All in all, there are some good things to be had here. Training-wise, we've got one more turn till everyone is prepped and ready to go, though unfortunately this will kill my income by a certain amount. But the good news from that is if we can push towards Algiers, maybe there might be enough to... We can just get these fuckers to calm down and let me... do something at least. I'm annoyed that the amount of progression we're making is slow. My God almighty, is it slow. So... What is... It's my fucking headset. Of course it was my goddamn headset. Fucking hell. Right, I'll need to get that sorted. But apologies for that. But yes. It's probably because the connection is like slightly like not quite aligned. So the episode of headsets being a pain in the ass has continued. I will catch you guys in the next episode where... Actually, no, fuck it. One more time. Yeah, it was my goddamn headset. I'll need to get some special tape or something. Or just get a slightly better cable. That, too, is a prospect. Though it's a branded one, so I have to be careful. Right, letter of demands. Yes, I'm well aware of the demands being made. I'm irritated at the fact that the game just doesn't seem to want to respect the fact that I... Right, it's a 1200... Right, it's costing us a fortune. Right, the 3 regiments... I'm going to send the cavalry up with them. Cannon too. That's like a decent-ish army, isn't it? It's not a big army, but it is an army. And then you boys will need to start making your way down south. It'll take you time. Unfortunately, we'll have to be spending some time waiting, but maybe by the time... I mean, we can recruit militia, so I can recruit maybe 1 or 2 militia units who are not cheap to upkeep. Right, I think the next thing we need to start looking into is steam pumps. Get that sorted. And then 2 more turns till the repression comes back. We are getting there. It's taking a fucking age, but we're getting there. More importantly, it's 1 turn till the chapter school, which is kind of nice. And we are replenishing troops at this point, so I'm just going to make my way back to the front lines over here. And we can now kind of chill and not take as much money. I don't think that actually is a factor, sadly, which is a shame. But yeah, the next objective will be to send the other army in. Now, if the situation with Algiers is rough, like if there's an actual army there, then basically the army that comes from the north is going to sit down and watch Tunis and just chill whilst these things are going. Though this territory is building up its troops, so I will need to be careful about that. But it's not quite as... Yeah, it's hopefully going to be kind of chill. They've already got a commercial basin. Well, they are the Dutch. Doesn't really surprise me. They have 54 ships of the line. Jesus Christ. And a pretty significant army as well. So, thou shalt not fuck with you. Right, I think we'll have 1 more turn before we wrap things up. Because, again, I'm feeling rather optimistic. So, 3 turns till basic steam pumps come along. Machine tools. Probably a good idea. Flying shuttle. Spinning mule. Right, we need Division of Labour. Division of Labour unlocks quite a fair few things. And how many turns? 13 turns. Jesus. But that does give us a fair amount of things. Jesus. Makes it easier for rakes to supplies. And also provides happiness for some reason. Abolition of slavery. That's always a good thing. Makes things more expensive to build, but... You'd think... Oh, the ruling classes. Yeah, okay, I was going to say, like, you'd think Well, to be fair, you'd think there would be a happiness meter for the rights of man. You know, telling someone who's lived more or less as a slave their entire life that they're going to be given rights to have the choice of their life, but okay. Of course. Right. All the nations, Poland is still nagging me about an alliance, and I'm like, well, I get where you're coming from. It's not really where we're going for. Right, Ottomans are doing something. They are doing something. Well, they've done something, because they were definitely doing some pretty big stuff, so maybe they're taking over regions, maybe they're not. Having a fight or two. Pirates constantly wanting to be at war with us, or be at peace with us. Has the Ottomans done something? No? Okay. Right, this must increase. Oh, glorious, 1%. Fantastic, I'm over the moon. And the workers' rights have fucked over the port, which actually hasn't done anything. I mean, that's been fixed, so... Right, make our way down south. Path has been blocked. Oh yeah, the French and the British are still at war with one another. And it looks like the British are winning. We've got all their ports blockaded. So... it's not looking too bad, is it? Not really. I've got a light galley in there, so that's fine. One more turn until that's constructed. Not really a lot I can do at this point, is there? No, not really. Right, you know what? One more fucking turn, because at this point, we're not really going to get a lot of victory out of this. Also, we're not going to get... we're going to be pissing through the turns, unfortunately, in this particular playthrough. But I do have a big old timer to be able to get us at this point, so we'll see. And also, I just want to, you know, have some things be converted and upgraded and done. Oh, I know, and I think the Ottoman Empire took out that Barbary thing. Thank you, Ottoman Empire. You are a champion. See, I knew not going to war with you was a good idea. Because, like, Spain was all about, like, we're going to go to war with Ottoman. And I'm like, no. Why would you do that? Like, why? Alright, there we go. So, the Majestate... holy shit. We're still... Why? Those people should be fucking normal by now. Motherfuckers. And, of course, rebellion. The 4th rebellion. Just... God damn it. It's like, could you not calm down for like 30 seconds? Like this, yeah. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It's manageable. Put it that way. It's manageable. So what I'll do, because obviously we've done this shindig a few times, is I'm going to move my fleet down south, as you can see. And then I'm going to fight this battle against this thing. They do have cavalry. So I might be tempted to wait until the next episode to film this, because this is cavalry. Mamluk, which is actually quite impressive. And they have camel cavalry, which could be... yeah, they don't have any ranged on that. And they do have those missile cavalry again. So who knows? Maybe this might be interesting. You know what? Fuck it. They've made themselves interesting enough to be killed in the next episode. So thank you all very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. And in the next episode, we're going to try and see if we can grab Algiers and start that long-winded process of conversion into that region. It's going to be a while. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I will catch you all in the next episode. This is Mr. Jaeger signing out. Have a good one, guys.